Hi everybody. Today we're going to work on lesson 813. Okay, so what I've done here is I've graphed a bunch of parabolas. What we're going to do is we're going to name the different parts of the parabola. Okay, so let's get started with the first one. If I draw a line right through the middle of the parabola, like that. That's called the axis of symmetry, okay? That axis of symmetry is a line. Therefore, it's named x equals 1, okay? It goes through the x-axis at 1, so it's vux. It's a vertical line, so it's an x equals. That's where that comes from. All right, so I'm going to write that here. X equals 1. Okay, the vertex. Well, the vertex is just the point where the parabola turns from going down to going up or vice versa. So it's this point right here. So that's 1 comma 2. It is a point, so you put parentheses around it. Is this a max or a min? So is the vertex on the bottom or on the top of this thing? Well, is there a top to this parabola? No, there's a bottom, but there's no top. So if you want to think about it, the bottom of a valley versus the top of a mountain, there's no top of a mountain there. There's only a bottom of a valley. So that's going to be your min then. It's the minimum point, meaning the minimum value of y. The end behavior, that's concave up. That's talking about the arrows. What are the arrows doing? So that's concave up. Okay, the y-intercept. The y-intercept is, like always on every graph, it's where the graph goes through the y-axis. It's this point here. So that's going to be 0, comma 1, 2, 3. We could also just say y equals 3. We do that a lot with the y-intercept, even though it's a point. The roots, okay? They're asking how many roots are there. Well, how many times does the actual parabola, not the axis of symmetry, I'm actually going to take that out, but how many times does the parabola go through the x-axis? Well, the answer is no. It never hits the x-axis. Therefore, the number of roots is 0. Okay? All right. I am going to attempt to go to the last problem on here. I want you to do the middle one on your own. So hold on. Okay, so number 6. I did number 4 with you. I'm going to do number 6 with you. Can you guess why? Um, what happens here is, well, let's just go through and do the axis of symmetry. So, axis of symmetry. Oh, I didn't make this so neat. So that's -2, 4. So it goes this way. This is your axis of symmetry. Okay, so your axis of symmetry is always going to be x equals, and then it's going to be, in this case, x equals -2. You see how it's -2 on the x-axis? Sorry for the messy writing. The vertex is this point here. Oh my goodness. It's this point. Okay, so the vertex is going to be, um, hold on a sec. -2 comma 4. All right, let me just make sure I have that point there. -2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's where it's supposed to go. I just messed that up a little bit. Okay, is this a max or a min? This is a max, okay? This has a top of a mountain. It does not have a bottom because those arrows say it goes on forever. So this is a max. It's the highest point. It does not have a lowest point. The end behavior, well, what are the arrows doing? They're going down, so it's concave down. The y-intercept, well, that's where the graph goes through the y-axis. So let's see. It's right here. That's where the graph goes through the y-axis. So that's at y equals 0. y equals 0. And the roots, well, they're just asking us how many there are, okay? So there are two roots, but I'm going to tell you what they are. Let me change my pen. There's two roots, x equals and x equals. So what does that even mean? Well, it means this. This parabola goes through the x-axis at x equals -4 and x equals 0. Therefore, there are two roots, and those are the two roots. The roots are just the x-intercept. So what I want you to do is hit pause, go through number 5, and just write down what you know from what we've just done, okay? You don't have to copy the graph or anything. You're just going to write down the answers. Okay, so go ahead and do that. Hit pause. When you come back, I'll have answers for you. Okay, so here are your answers. See how you did. Axis of symmetry is x equals -5. And the vertex is -5, comma, -9 with a parentheses around it. Make sure you write it as a point. I just want to point out to you that the vertex is kind of in the middle here. You see how it goes -9, -8, -5, 0, but this way it goes -8, -5, 0. Oh, there's a 7 up there and there's a 7 down here. That's what makes it symmetrical. Okay, what else? It has a min, concave up. We can't see the y-intercept on here, okay? If we were in class, I would show you how to get that. But the roots, well, there are two of them, and the two roots are x equals -8 and x equals -2. All right, that's it. That's it for this week. I hope you had a good Memorial Day weekend, by the way. And yeah, there's only 2 videos for this week. 4 days, 2 videos. Take it easy.